It was a regular Friday night when my friends dared me to explore the old, abandoned house on the edge of town. I'd heard the stories about how the place was haunted, how people who went inside never came out the same. But, like any typical teenager, I didn't believe in ghost stories. I thought it was just a bunch of rumors. So, I grabbed my flashlight and met my friends at the front gate of the house. The place was huge, with broken windows and vines crawling up the walls. It was eerie, no doubt, but we laughed it off and pushed through the front door. The air inside was heavy, thick with dust and the smell of rot. The floor creaked under our feet as we walked deeper into the house. My friends whispered about how cold it felt, but I didn't think much of it. It was an old house, after all. We reached the living room, and that's when it started. A soft whisper, almost like someone calling my name. Ethan, Ethan. At first I thought it was just the wind, but the whispering got louder, more urgent. I turned to my friends, but they didn't seem to hear it. They were busy exploring the old furniture, laughing and joking like everything was fine. I, on the other hand, felt my stomach twist with unease. Something wasn't right. I followed the sound of the whisper down a dark hallway. The flashlight flickered in my hand, casting strange shadows on the walls. As I walked, the whispers became clearer. Come closer, Ethan. At the end of the hallway was a door, slightly ajar. Without thinking, I pushed it open. Inside, the room was completely dark. The air was thick with an oppressive silence, and the temperature seemed to drop a few degrees. Then, I heard it. A soft scratching sound, like fingernails dragging across wood. I couldn't see anything, but I could feel something watching me. My heart pounded in my chest as I stepped further into the room. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind me, and I was plunged into total darkness. Panic surged through me. Guys, I shouted, but no one answered. The whispers returned, this time louder and closer. Ethan, you should have never come here. I swung the flashlight around, but it was useless. There was no one there. The scratching continued, louder now, like it was right behind me. I turned to run, but the door wouldn't budge. I pounded on it with all my strength, but it felt like something was holding it shut from the other side. In a frenzy, I looked around the room, and that's when I saw them shadows moving, slithering across the walls. I froze, unable to move. The shadows stretched toward me, whispering my name. Ethan. Then, just as suddenly as it started, everything went silent. The door creaked open by itself, and I ran out of that house faster than I've ever run in my life. My friends were waiting outside, staring at me like I was crazy.